next speaker is Kit Summers, and Kit will take you high, bring you low, and teach you things to advance your life. Some things Kit has experienced and will talk about. Stardom as an entertainer, going through a 37-day coma, coming back to write 4 books, hit by another truck, coming back again to help you advance, up and down, up and down. Let's give a big round of applause for Kit Summers.
Thank you. Juggling. Life is like juggling. And then you drop, then you just pick up and continue. That's the story of my life. So today what I want to do is I want to hopefully entertain you, but also to tell you some ideas that can help you go up to the next higher level in your life, to live a better life. I must say, people often ask me, what is juggling? I said, people often ask me, what is juggling?
What is juggling?
Oh, yay! They understand now. Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you, juggling is the handling of more objects than you have hands. I have 3 hands, I can do 3 balls, no? I have 2 balls, I can do 1 hand, no? 2 hands, I can do 3 balls, let me show you. So that's juggling. No. Now, in life we juggle many things. We juggle our careers, we juggle relationships, juggle our checkbook. As a professional juggler, I also juggle things like clubs too. Lucky you, front row. Whoa. Thank you. Now, juggling was a challenge that I met initially in 1975 at the age of 15 because I've always been intrigued by things different, by things unusual. For some reason, I didn't want to follow the normal path that so many people take. Now in life, we're conditioned to follow a path that many people think is the only route to take. A lot of people take this path because it is the easiest and the most common. I'm here to say, if your path in life is easy and does not present any challenges, there's a very good chance it does not lead anywhere. So we have to do things differently to get through life at times. I have a sign back here that will tie in very well with what I'm saying. Will someone please show what the sign? I'm sorry. Hey, what does that sign say? What does that mean? Oh, it's upside down. I'm sorry. What does that sign say or mean? Oh, she knows. It says tie. Watch me. The white letters. Here's a T. Here's the I. Here's the E. And so at times we have to look at things differently to get through life. So with my juggling, I practiced really hard at first. After only 1 year of hard practice, I got first place on The Gong Show. That was 1976 with Chuck Barris. But it was at that point, I wanted to be a professional juggler. I knew it would take a lot of work to get there. So then, in 1978, I immersed myself into the world of juggling. First, I went to Hawaii. I went to practice and also perform around the islands. And some days I was in the gym for 12 hours. I was in there all day just throwing stuff in the air. Because I knew it would take that much practice to reach the excellence that I wanted. Now in life, many people aim for mediocrity. It takes them nowhere. I've learned that no matter what, aim for excellence, and you'll get it. If you make it a habit, even with like just brushing your teeth, you know, every little task adds up to be an excellence in life. And then the end of that year, I traveled over to Europe. I went to Europe to research jugglers and juggling and to see what types of acts were selling. I learned at a young age, if you want to be the best at something, if you want to surpass all others, then go to the best. See how they achieved excellence. Then you can apply the same principles so you can also excel. The thing is, I know if one person has ever done it, so can you. You just have to find a way. Remember that your whole life. Don't forget to give it confidence. If someone else can do it, so can you. You just have to find a way. Now in Europe, I made some great jugglers and I learned very much. Now when I got back to the States, I performed in and around San Diego, and I eventually sent my videotape to an agent in Hollywood. After only 3 weeks, I was booked as a featured performer at Bally's Casino in Atlantic City. I'd hit the big time. At Bally's, I did 2 shows a night, 6 days a week, about 12 minutes a show. And so I worked a total of about 24 minutes a day, doing something I loved, and getting paid very well for it. Let me tell you, my entire career as a juggler, I felt like I got paid to have fun. And that's the key to fun in life that can help everyone. We have to love what we do for a living. We can never just work to make money, but you have to love whatever it is you do. And if you're not liking your career or your job, you can look at it differently in a way that makes you like it, or else find a new career, because if, that's your life. And if you're in a career you don't like, you're wasting your life. Don't do that. And so, I was at Bally's, and I was, at that point, I was working toward master juggling 7 clubs. That was a world record at the time. And I was achieving it, and so it was fantastic to be in that show. I worked every evening. I had the day to practice. I made a lot of money to perform every night. Then one night, while walking to the show, in a terrible rainstorm, I was crossing the street, and I was hit by a truck. I was thrown onto the hood. I broke the windshield with my head. Then I rolled off to the side, and I laid in a coma for 37 days. So I was asleep for 37 days in a coma. See, my brain had to heal while I was asleep. And when I came back from the coma, I had to relearn how to walk, how to talk, how to juggle, basically everything. You see, I knew what to do with my brain. I just had to retrain my neural pathways on how to do it. And it just shows you that your brain is phenomenal. Many people I know don't use their brain in the best way they can. If you just try to wait on something, think about different things in different ways, you can add much to your life. Use your brain. It's a gift. It's, don't waste on thinking negative thoughts and bad things. Now, one way to help me come back from the accident was I set goals myself. I made plans, like goals like just brush my teeth by myself, a simple one. I worked up to a goal of writing a book on juggling. I published my book 5 years after the accident, and that's me here in 1981. Many people have told me this is the best book I've written on the subject. So once again, I aim toward excellence, which we can all do. So do it. Now, we're going to do something different now. Everyone, put your arms in there. Shake them around. Everyone, come on. Everyone, okay, put one hand down. Put one hand down. Who wants to volunteer? Very good. I got you, huh? We got some ropes here. Would you check these out? See if they stretch or shrink. You okay? Okay, so what is this? 3 different lengths. Now this is the new magic I'm learning. What happens is, I'm going to make one long rope with these 3 different lengths. So watch carefully. Yeah, there is one point on the trip where it messes up and I can't figure out where and why. So watch carefully, help me figure it out. So bring the small one, then the medium one, and the long one. Okay, just the one. checking this, sure. Okay. And the small one, medium one, and the long one. Okay, now they're all the same size, right?
Looks like it.
No, wait. But this was the point where it's supposed to go into one long blue. Wait a second. Weren't they just 3 different lengths? But
They were 3 different ones.
messed up again. Wait, there's 1, there's 2. I don't get this.
How'd you do that?
Here, wait, I have an idea, wait. Pull that right there, pull hard, pull.
There's the little one again.
Oh my gosh. Give me a hand, thank you. So, I did the juggling the magic for you, hopefully to entertain you, and also to show you some goals I have in my life after the accident. I'd worked step by step toward juggling once again, then toward performing again, and now I have a goal of becoming a featured speaker. I have fun in my life, you see. But the same method of overcoming obstacles can be used in the business world as well as everyone's life. Confidence is the key. With confidence, you can go so much further. You can have such a better life. So I've learned that when you need to just fake confidence to yourself and others, you'll feel better about yourself, get more accomplished. Other people will believe in you. So try it next time you need confidence, just fake it. What do you think I'm doing now? But then again, who knows for sure? Always have full confidence that you'll reach your goals. You'll get there before you know it. Because of the accident, I had to just start off from ground zero. You're not on ground zero. You have desire, you have passion, you have enthusiasm, but you need it channeled, focused, and directed. By setting goals, by learning to change with the changes, by going for excellence, you can turn diffuse light into the power of a laser beam. But that's only half the story. Having great aim is important, but so is knowing when to start, knowing when to pull the trigger. I know, and you know, it's time to start to design the life that you want. Ready, aim, fire. Thank you. So,
I just finished listening to Kit Summers' talk. It was very inspiring. As a matter of fact, I talked myself to the people how to use their positive thoughts for healing, but Kit is living it. Whatever he goes through and the way he came out and acting, it is a living example of inspiring and positive thought. That's a great thought.
Kit's speech was amazing, and as a person who's overcome medical challenges, I'm in awe of him. And to come back and from a world-class juggler to becoming a juggler again, to write a book about juggling that pretty much everyone in the world reads, I'm in awe. I need to up my game a little bit so I can catch up with Kip.
Kit was just the most fun. And I loved the concept. I loved what he said about if one person can do it, so can you. You just have to find a way. I think that's just one of the best messages I've ever heard, and especially in the context of everything else he talked about. What a great message.